What's up, team? So I'm finally making a part 2 to my previous video on the book Eat Smarter by Shawn Stevenson. In that video I talk about all the things that I learned and all the things that you should know. But today I just want to talk about the action steps that we can take to start living healthier and eating smarter. We want to have the energy to go throughout our day doing all the things that we want to do, hanging out with our family, dominating at our job, conquering our goals, getting jacked, losing some weight. You know, those things. So the first thing that we can do is start focusing on the ingredients and stop worrying so much about the calories. We want to start to know what we're actually putting into our body. We've been so programmed to focus on, oh, how many calories am I getting? I should watch that. Let's get some reduced fat. I can only get about 1,000 to 1,200 calories a day. We better chill. Yeah, this will help you lose weight. You'll start to see some results, but then you'll feel tired. You won't have the energy to dominate. You won't have the energy to accomplish your goals. You'll start having bags under your eyes. You won't sleep well. You'll have inflammation in your body. You don't even realize that you're putting toxic chemicals in your body, preservatives, things that our body doesn't know how to use. So that's why I'm saying let's start to look at the ingredients. Go check out your peanut butter right now. How many ingredients are in it? 7, 8. Real peanut butter should have peanuts and salt, max. Almond butter, raw almonds. No palm oil, no canola oil, no high fructose corn syrup. Nothing like that. We are moving to a real food diet, things that don't even need a nutrition label. Like real chicken, grass-fed beef, grass-finished beef, broccoli, blueberries, avocados. You know, the things that power us up, that supercharge our cells. We have to stop putting the things in our body that steal energy from us. Now, the reason that you won't sustain this low-calorie diet for a long period of time is because you're not getting the key nutrients that you need to flourish, to vibrate high, to feel energized and have that king aura. There's so many different vitamins and minerals, antioxidants, and all these different things that play into our metabolism, that help our hormones function efficiently, to help our mitochondria thrive. So action step number 1, start checking your ingredients and start working towards minimizing those toxic oils. The ones that you need: avocado oil, olive oil, coconut oil, real butter, and then fats from real foods. After this video, go check out my previous video and I'll talk more about those things. Action step number 2, let's track our food, our nutrition. I don't need you writing down the calories and everything, that the macros, proteins, carbs, fats. We don't need that. I just want you to write down what you ate today, at what time. Now we'll start to recognize how we feel, how these foods make us feel, how much of a certain thing that we're getting. Because Shawn Stevenson says we should diversify our food. So mix up the vegetables, mix up the fruit, get a variety of nuts and seeds, pecans, walnuts, pistachios, almonds, pumpkin seeds. Don't get stuck on one thing because, oh, this is just what I like. I like these, I can do these. No, get blueberries, strawberries, apples, mix it all up. We get different vitamins, different minerals from different things. And we want our diet to be well balanced, versatile. I'm not real big on supplementation, on the pills, because our body doesn't absorb those as well as getting it from real food. But I understand sometimes you need to supplement those things in until we can get our diet where it needs to be. But one thing that I suggest everybody take is some spirulina. I don't care how you take it. I get the powder form. I put it in my protein shake after my workouts. It's known to boost energy, boost metabolism. It's the most nutrient dense food in the world. It's just a little powder. It's from the sea. It's algae. It helps your muscles recover because you're getting a whole variety of vitamins and minerals that you can't get regularly. There's been over 1,800 peer-reviewed studies on spirulina. Add it into your diet ASAP. The real benefit to tracking your food is that you become mindful of what you're putting into your body. You realize that you're snacking every hour. You realize that, man, I'm bloated after I eat this. Man, I get tired after this meal. Man, I have no energy right now. What did I eat yesterday? We can become aware of our habits and how our body responds to these habits. And we can start making changes, little adjustments. Oh, this one's easy. I can take this out. I can stop picking, snacking right here. You can also realize how much processed foods you're getting in your diet compared to real whole foods. Shawn Stevenson says we should be getting 80% of our diet from whole foods. 20% of our diet can come from minimally processed foods. That's why we need to check the ingredients. Because if it's super refined, super processed, we don't want it anyways. Now I get it, there's going to be times where we have to just eat something. We have to get the crappy foods. It's all good sometimes. Because if we're eating well, our gut health will help us get rid of that bad bacteria, that disgusting and toxic stuff. So start tracking your nutrition. That includes water. We have to be hydrated. Track that. Hydrate or die, baby. Let's get it. Real quick, the last thing that I want to talk about before I go into our mitochondria is that we should plan our meals. Because like I said about diversifying, this makes it easier. And if we know we're going to have a busy day, let's make something easy tonight. But let's have a real different meal once a week. Plan them out on Sunday. Doesn't mean you have to cook them on Sunday, but plan them out. Okay, I'm going to cook this on Monday night. I'm going to have salmon on Tuesday. We're going to have a meatless meal. I don't know. Mix it up. Plan your meals. Now, what is mitochondria? Our mitochondria, Shawn Stevenson says it's the energy power plant to our cells. So we want our mitochondria to flourish, to keep us young, to keep us thriving. We want it to be strong and powerful. Your mitochondria can split into two, creating new, healthy, rejuvenated, powerful cells. So let's talk about some things that can heal the mitochondria in our body. This has to do with our energy, our vibe, our metabolism. This has to do with our mind, body, and spirit. Mitochondria is super important. So one thing we can do, we can intermittent fast. I talk about this in the previous video as well, so I'm going to keep it brief. Now there's a whole lot of benefits to this, but all I want to talk about is the process called autophagy, where our body starts cleaning out toxic and damaged cells and regenerating it and replacing those cells with healthier, more vibrant cells. Now this is important for our body to thrive. We want our gut health to be powerful and strong so that our immune system can fight anything and support us when we're trying to build muscle, when we're trying to lose weight. So all intermittent fasting requires is that you have a 12 to 16 hour fasted window where you don't eat anything. If you're a beginner, maybe you start with 12. You should probably be getting a 12-hour fast regardless every single day. You are allowed to have black coffee and water during your fasted periods. Now, my fast, I stop eating at 7:30 at night. I go to bed around 9:30 to 10. Then I wake up and I don't eat again until 10:30 or 11. So I'm getting 15 to 16 hours, somewhere in that range. So now that leaves me with an 8-hour window where I can eat whatever. I come out of my fast with a nice big meal. Usually have some fruit, some avocados, an egg, 2 eggs maybe. And then a little bit later, depending on if I worked out or not, drink my protein shake, have a couple snacks in there. And then at night I have my big meal. Right before that fast, I have a nice big powerful meal that supercharges me. I like that 2 hours to 3 hours before bed without eating, because at the time I go to bed, I want my body to start healing itself, start to recover. I don't want to have to digest too much as I fall asleep. If I feel like I didn't get enough calories that day, sometimes I do eat a little bit later, or I'll have a little snack post dinner, but that's rare. So again, we start to learn how to listen to our body. We become mindful of what we should be eating, when we should be eating. Are we really hungry? Or are we just craving something because we're tired today? It's harder to say no to the piece of candy, the soda. The next thing that helps your mitochondria is movement, exercise. Go for a walk, go for a run. Start hitting the weights. When you hit the weights, your mitochondria splits and divides, becomes stronger, more abundant. You want that abundant mitochondria so that you can have that abundant life. Another thing that I need to work on is sleep. Being more consistent with getting good nights of sleep. Not waking up too early. Not going to bed too late. Not scrolling on my phone before I fall asleep. Not jumping out of bed, getting right on the computer. We should sleep Wake up, be grateful. Meditate, connect with God, connect with yourself. Start learning new things. The next two things kind of go hand in hand because the one helps the other. Meditation helps with your stress levels. We have to learn to stress less. We have to start doing the things that helps us alleviate stress. Whether that's just getting control of our thoughts, getting control of our emotions, learning to respond to things instead of reacting, not taking everything personal. Meditation helps us become aware of all these different things. Helps organize our thoughts, helps prioritize the things that are really important. So start a meditation practice, whether that's just sitting for 5 minutes silently, focusing on a guided meditation. I used to use guided meditations all the time, but now I just really feel the benefit of sitting quietly and going back to my breath, or if I'm counting, or if I'm doing a body scan. There's so many different methods. You can try them all. But start something so that you can quiet your mind, so that you can organize these thoughts, so that you can alleviate some of that stress from work or from other things. Remember, I just want you to be healthy, team. So track your nutrition. Look at the ingredients and actually find out what you're putting into your body. Diversify your food. And start focusing on enhancing your mitochondria with some of these good habits. Intermittent fasting, exercising, meditation, getting better nights of sleep, prioritizing sleep. Thank you so much for watching. Go check out that previous video on Eat Smarter by Shawn Stevenson, the 5 things that you should know. And if you have any other health related interests, go check out Shawn Stevenson's podcast, The Model Health Show. Thank you so much for watching. Be you and be different. Peace and one love, always.